UK was a manufacturing country. If you go back in history, we were the kings of manufacturing. We invented so many things. You know, the steam engine, everything to do with technology, the boom in terms of the cotton industry and linens and all the rest of it, shipbuilding. We were a manufacturing country. That's what we did. And probably a lot of people think today that we don't, but we do. We still have a very strong manufacturing base. What we do is we've complemented that with our more tourist hotel industry, looking after our visitors, which complements that. But manufacturing still exists. It is still everywhere. And the ultimate, if we look at the future with sustainability, you want to manufacture locally. That's the key to having a sustainable world. So manufacturing is incredibly important. So every site that we manufacture on has a value, and we want to expand it. And I hope everybody else does, because the more we make locally, the better it is for the UK, and it's a great place to manufacture. One of the things that we're trying to do is to make sure that we manufacture sustainability. So it's built into our thought processes. So one of the things that we do is on our sites around the UK, you want to try and have materials that we use in manufacturing available locally. So that's a big part of the footprint and how we look at things. But ultimately, we have to bring in materials from the rest of the world. Europe's probably the most common one, but sometimes we bring it in from the States or China. So the key is, how do we actually do that as sustainably as possible and have that balance, and then link that to what's next? So can we use recycled materials? Can we find something that nobody's ever used before and possibly use it? And that's where the creativity comes in. That's where you're trying to, come up with something that's pure innovation. And luckily, we invest about 3% of our turnover into innovation. So we have the money to put that resources in there. And part of that campaign is bringing in the brightest and the best. And that's where we look at, how do we encourage people to join this organisation, to look at manufacturing, what difference they can make. So we have collaboration with universities and colleges. We have all our apprentice schemes. We have all our trainee schemes. So whether you come from an academic background, there's a route in. Whether this is something you want to do and this is your first job, again, it's all about coming in and giving people the ability to be better, to learn and make a difference.